Hey there, hello. This is Sarah. Sarah is a graphic designer, talented, ambitious, and dreams of becoming the art director at her company. She's not arrogant, and she's not incompetent. Honestly, she's a lot like you. But Sarah has one tiny little problem. When she succeeds, she says, "That was all me." And when she fails, she says, "My boss didn't give clear instructions." One morning, Sarah finished a huge project, and it was brilliant. Everyone congratulated her, and she thought to herself, "Of course, I'm a creative genius." But a week later, another project failed. The team gathered, and Sarah started blaming the manager, the deadlines, and even the weather. And that's when she started to wonder, why do I do this? In the next meeting, Sarah's manager told her, "Sarah, you're a great designer, but you have a problem. You don't own your mistakes." Sarah was shocked, but she knew he was right. What Sarah didn't know was that she was living proof of the self-serving bias, described by psychologist Fritz Heider in the 1950s and later developed by Miller and Ross in the 1970s. Simply put, this bias drives us to attribute success to internal factors, our talent, our effort, and failure to external factors, luck, others, circumstances. This protects our self-esteem, but it steals from us the opportunity for real learning. And here's the most uncomfortable part of this whole story. People who admit their mistakes grow 3 times faster than those who blame others. 3 times faster. Yes, you heard that right. Admitting a mistake isn't a weakness. It's actually the shortest path to real growth. The paradox is that the self-serving bias protects us from the sting of failure. It wraps us in a warm blanket of "it's not my fault." But in doing so, it pushes us away from the very truth that could change our lives. Sarah, for example, kept repeating the same mistakes for years. Why? Because she was always looking for someone else to blame. The manager, the deadlines, the brief. But the moment she started asking herself, what was my real role in this failure? Everything started to shift. She started to see her blind spots. She started to improve. Because the person who stops blaming others is the person who starts taking control. So, how does Sarah break free from this pattern? Strategy number 1. Keep an honest self-evaluation log. After every project, write down 2 things: what you did well and what you could have done better. No excuses, no blaming, just facts. Strategy number 2. Ask yourself one simple question. Am I taking responsibility for this failure, or am I looking for an escape route? That single question can stop the blame game before it starts. Strategy number 3. Ask for honest feedback before you justify your failure. Find someone you trust. Ask them, where did I actually fall short? And listen. Don't defend. Just listen. Strategy number 4. Change your language. Instead of saying, "They didn't give me what I needed," say, "I didn't ask for help early enough." That tiny shift in language rewires your brain to see yourself as the driver, not the passenger. Sarah started applying these strategies. It wasn't easy, but it changed everything. Now, pause for a moment. Think about the last time you failed at something important. Who did you blame? Was it really out of your control? Or were you just protecting yourself? Sarah, after this journey, started applying these strategies. It wasn't easy, but it changed the way she saw herself. This isn't weakness. This is the real courage. The courage to look at yourself honestly. So, here's a question for you. What's one mistake you've been avoiding owning up to? Think about it. And be honest with yourself. And so, we've reached the end of this story. Thank you for giving me these minutes of your time. I know your time is valuable, and I promise you, these minutes won't be wasted. If Sarah's story felt familiar to you, or if you've ever found yourself blaming others instead of owning your mistakes, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me, what's one mistake you've been avoiding owning up to? I read every single comment, and I'd genuinely love to know your story. This was Alex. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next one.